What is up, guys? It's Kevin here. Time for another Diecast review, and this is of Caterpillar's 336 Next Generation hydraulic excavator. Because next gen, it's got to feel all futuristic and like Caterpillar's ahead of the game and some bullcrap like that. Anyways, this is of the 336 Next Gen. I affectionately refer to it as the G series of excavator, but this is the first series of Cat excavator that does not have a letter branding. I have to say, I'm biting my tongue at this. I actually find this design attractive. I like it. Now, I personally have been able to be up close and work alongside a Cat 336 Next Gen, and I like it. You can actually see out the back window now. Like, the back window actually has a purpose again. But anyways, so this is the first time that we've gotten a new 336 line of diecast since 2014, late 2014, I'd like to say, when we got this chunk, the Cat 336E. Now I know mine says F, that's just a little Sharpie mark, but this is the 336E. This is the last 336 that we got. I mean, it was cool, but I think this one here just kind of kicks its ass a little bit. So let's go ahead and start with the functionality. And of course, in the typical me style, got to start at the action end. So it's got a very nice digging bucket on it. It's got very good detail on the teeth. It's got nice wear plating on the back. I'm not trying to be one of those guys that says everything's nice. It has the, well, I'm going to give them the at least they tried award, because there's the indent of where the Cat logo should be. And then there's also where the hook eye would go. No quick coupler on this one, which I'm okay with, mildly. I am mildly okay without there being a quick coupler on it. Would it have been nice to have? Yes, but at the same time, it's less things that could possibly break. You have a warning graphic there, very thin rubber hydraulic hoses, and you got silvered connections, which is nice. I will say this, the Diecast Masters excavators remind me quality-wise a lot of Tonkin replicas, which is not a bad thing at all. In some ways it is, in some ways it's not. You have a Cat logo. Now what's strange is if you look at it in a weird light, it's actually indented out on the boom. And this is the new Power Edge logo that they used for like 1 year. But, I mean, when you compare it to this, I kind of prefer the old better, you know, but it is what it is. You also got casted into the boom electrical wires running to the lights and stuff, which have different paint. Actually, it has black on the back and silver on the front. Over here, these lines are casted into the casting, but they look believable enough. And then again, you continue with the silver connections. Up here, you have the swing motor. Now, for function-wise on the action end, bucket curls out. I mean, it's decent. I can live with that. Curls in really nicely. Now, it's nice to see Diecast Masters has finally got over this thing, because they've had this issue of where the bucket doesn't, or where the stick just doesn't curl in. And they've actually managed to do that relatively nicely. And it goes out nice and far, about as far as it could possibly go. Dig depth is there. I mean, you can see, well, you can see how much cylinder is left, and there's still a bit, but beggars can't be choosers. And it does go back pretty far, as you can see. You know, over the years, a lot of people have advanced their technology and stuff. I'm still using my cell phone because I'm a boss. I'm the original guy who really doesn't give two craps about his reviews. I just do it for fun. The roof does come off, and this is the first Diecast Masters model that I've had that has this. You have the little tweezer. Oh god, these are like chopsticks. But you can pull Bob out like an ant, and then you can plop his lazy ass back in there, put the roof back on, and tell him to go to work like the slave that he is. Oh yeah, I forgot slave jokes aren't funny. The undercarriage, I really do like these tracks for some reason. They're different, but they're nice. These are the same style tracks that are on the 349, and on a textured surface they roll with no problem. They do have the spring-loaded tensioner in them, and then you can see the decals for the tie-down points. Dry sprocket is plastic, as well as the idler, and the rollers do not function. In the cab, you can see the cat logo there on the control, and then you can also see the safety lever. Over here, cat 336, which is kind of bland, but it's nice and tiny for whatever reason. You have textured, perforated, or well, not textured. You have simulated perforations for the rear grille. Up top, it's kind of plain. You'd think that this compartment here opens up top, but it doesn't. This is all one plastic piece here. The exhaust is up here. And again, I really like the back window actually has a purpose again on these excavators. I'm so glad they went back to this design where the back end is not stupidly tall for no reason. I love that. You know, that's the reason that I favored the D series over the E and Fs. Even though the E and Fs performance-wise were superior, aesthetically they weren't as pleasing, and I like that they actually went back to this kind of elongated back end, the shorter back end overall. I love it. As I hit the 10, on the back you can see reflectors, the cat logo all on the new counterweights. Over here, cat 336, again the indentation is out. The handle for the engine compartment is painted black, which is a nice thing that helps it stand out a little bit. Over here, this is a flat black. And then over here at the bat box, up top you have some simulated texture. Or well, not simulated texture, but it is textured. These steps are a plastic and they are a little off-colored, but the handrails are metal and these mirrors are a flimsy plastic. Underneath, you can see where the counterweight connects to the body, even though the counterweight is part of the casting itself on the main body. But you can see here where the counterweight will be lifted onto the machine and where it hooks on. And then Diecast Masters gives 1/50th scale and the item number. And once again, continuing with this weird thing of where the boom is this kind of, where it has this one piece and then this just kind of pops in. Kind of weird by Diecast Masters. It definitely looks odd, but it's something that they've kind of done for several years now with their excavator lineups that they have made themselves, like the 323, 320Fs, 349, and then this one is no exception. But overall, though, this excavator is really nice. It's really cool, too. I wanted to get this one for quite some time. Haven't had the time or attention to really do so. Actually, I was on a parts run when I saw at Caterpillar that they had these, you know, just took a peek for the first time in ever, and I saw that they had them, and I was like, oh, shit. And they also had the D6, they had the 309, they had the AP 600F. Those are all diecast I'm going to be getting soon. The D6, which is the 6-way blade variation, because I find that more, you know, nicer to have. And I also like the fact that it has a hitch on the back compared to the Ripper, because where I live, they don't use Rippers much. The 323, that one, because it has the GPS on it, and it has also the quick coupler. The AP 600, because I just love paving. And yeah, and they also found a bunch of old stock on stuff too. And I do want to get the 963K to replace my 963D that has a broken track. Anyways, let's look at the packaging. I got this for $73 at my Caterpillar dealership. You can see up here the 10 D36 hydraulic excavator. You can see the pre-production model there, which, you know, it has this, well, I guess that's not really any different though, but it looks yellow. It looks cat yellow, and I think it looks way cooler with that, but it's not. D36 hydraulic excavator, next gen, blah, blah, blah. And you get the specs of the machine here. And then a promotional photo of it at sunset, because, you know, all construction workers stop at sunset, blah, blah, blah. And yeah. So here's the model, here's the box, or tin, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And here is a diecast review for those of you that have been requesting me doing a diecast review, because there has been a few of you. Thank you guys for remembering that I'm still alive. It's always great to have people ask about where you are several years after you disappear. You know, it's a special feeling. Anyways, enough of that crap. That's it for the diecast review, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you want to see me do more construction diecast reviews, and follow me on Instagram at at K Rollins Photography. And also Kevin's racing photos, because why not? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you later.